I open the browser and search for Burp Suite Community Edition. From the results, I click the official Portsfigure website. On the download page, I click Proceed to download. Here, make sure that you select Burp Suite Community Edition, which is the free version, and choose your operating system. In my case, it's Windows. Once the download is complete, I run the installer and install Burp Suite like any other desktop application. After the installation finishes, we can launch Burp Suite. Since we are using Community Edition, we can only create temporary projects, so I leave the default option selected and click Next. On the next screen, I choose Use Burp Defaults to start the project. Later on, you can also load previously saved configurations here. Burp now initializes the project, which may take few seconds. Once Burp is ready, we need to configure the proxy listener. I go to the proxy tab and then open proxy settings. In the list of proxy listeners, there is already one entry created by default. I select it and click Edit. Here, I change the binning option to specific address and select my local IP address. This is the IP address that Burp Suite will listen on, and it's the same address that Android emulator will use to send traffic through the proxy. If you are not sure what is your IP address, open the terminal and run the ipconfig command. Look at your IPv4 address, that's the one you need. Make sure this exact IP is selected in Burp under the specific address option. Next, I switch to the request handling tab. Here I enable support invisible proxying. This is important for mobile traffic since many Android applications don't send usual HTTP headers. With this option enabled, Burp can still correctly intercept those requests. At this point, the Burp Suite project is fully configured and ready to use. To avoid repeating these steps every time, we can save the configuration. I go to the project settings, save project options, and export the settings as a JSON file. You can name it anything you like. The next time you launch Burp Suite, you can choose Load from Configuration File and select this JSON file to instantly apply all saved settings. Let's check it. I close Burp Suite and open it again, choose Temporary Project and select Load from Configuration File. I choose our saved JSON file and click Start Burp. Now if we go to the Proxy tab and open the proxy settings, we can see that the settings are the same as the ones we configured before. Now let's configure the Android emulator to send the traffic through the Burp Suite. Normally this is done through the emulator's network settings, but in recent versions of Android Studio, the emulator UI has changed and accessing proxy settings is a bit less convenient. To make things easier, we will switch Android Studio back to the classic emulator settings view, which gives us a quick access to network configuration. In Android Studio, I go to File, Settings, and in the search bar, I type Emulator. Here, I disable the option Open in the Running Devices tool window. This change restores the old-style emulator settings panel. For this to take effect, we need to restart the emulator, so I'll do that now. Once the emulator is running again, I open its settings, go to the Network Proxy section, and we now have the direct access to proxy configuration. To configure a custom proxy, I first disable Use Android Studio HTTP proxy settings. Then I select Manual Proxy Configuration. Here I enter the same IP address and port that we configured earlier in Burp Suite. At this point, the emulator and Burp Suite are using the identical proxy settings, which means all network traffic from the emulator will be routed through the Burp. Now, if I open browser on the emulator and try to access the internet, Burp Suite will start intercepting requests. However, most of these requests will fail, and we will see connection is not private warning. This is expected. It happens because we haven't installed Burp's trusted certificate yet. To fix this, we need to install Burp Suite's CA certificate on the emulator. Back in the Burp Suite, I go to the proxy settings and click Import Export CA certificate. I export the certificate in their format, choose a convenient location, and save it with any name and .crt extension. Next, we need to transfer this certificate to the emulator. I open terminal and use command adb push certificate location destination location to push the certificate to the device. For the simplicity, I'll copy it to the SD card. After that, I open adb shell, navigate to the certificate location, and move the file into the download folder by using command mv certificate name download. This makes it easy to find the certificate during the installation. I run ls download to confirm that the certificate is there. Now on the emulator, I open settings and then go to the security and privacy, more security and privacy, encryption and credentials, install a certificate, CA certificate. Android shows warning, that is normal. I tap install anyway, and then I go to the downloads folder where we have put our certificate and choose it. Once the certificate is installed, we have done the setup. If I go back to the browser on the emulator, clear the old requests in Burp Suite and load web page again, we can now see that all HTTPS requests are fully intercepted and decrypted. We can inspect request headers, bodies, and responses. Everything is visible and ready for analysis.